Number 1 is Mark Set Go by Harry Altop with Chip Noble. The 2 is KB's Bird owned by Jeff Brewer, the driver Brett Miller. 3 is Tomba La Bamba by Tammy Ackley with Dean Gillespie. 4 is Barb's Cloud Dancer owned by Jim Duckworth, Greg Grismore up. The 5 is Yankee Dragon, Philip New the owner, Dave Hawk in the bike. 6 is Simcoe Lane, owned and driven by Bob Arnett. 7 is L.R. Cole owned by Gus Hall with Jeff Neisager. The 8 is out. The 9 is Shadow Traditional by David Pike with Trent Tharps. Post time is in 5 minutes. You have just 5 minutes until post time. There they go. And they're off. Mark Set Go is sent out for the lead, pressed early on by KB's Bird from the outside second. Gap of 2.5. Tomba La Bamba comes away in tandem third with Barb's Cloud Dancer alongside. Next in line is Yankee Dragon, then it's Simcoe Lane, L.R. Cole, and Shadow Tradition. Moving around to head stretch, and KB's Bird powered past Mark Set Go to take command. It's a gap of 3 farther back. The Tomba La Bamba third, Barb's Cloud Dancer, Yankee Dragon, Simcoe Lane, L.R. Cole, and Shadow Tradition in 28 and 4. Coming past the stands for the first time, it's Brett Miller with KB's Bird leading it here by 2 lengths. Being tracked by Mark Set Go in the pocket second. Tomba La Bamba sits the 3-hole, and Greg Grismore angles to the outside with Barb's Cloud Dancer. Yankee Dragon is going to follow cover on the rim. Third over is Simcoe Lane, and then we have Shadow Tradition to the inside of L.R. Cole as they round the turn on their way to halftime. Up top, it's KB's Bird leading the way. Reaches the half in 59 and 4. Off the turn down the backstretch, KB's Bird by a length. Taking pressure from the outside by Barb's Cloud Dancer in second. Mark Set Go remains in the pocket, and Yankee Dragon has made headway in the fourth. Second over and 2 off the lead. Simcoe Lane is angled off third over cover and ranges up 3 wide. Tomba La Bamba lacks racing room. L.R. Cole is also 3 deep with 4 to make up, and the trailer between horses is Shadow Tradition. They're very well bunched. 4 lengths cover the field as they hit the 3/4, with KB's Bird leading the way in 1:29. Bound for the head of the stretch, it's KB's Bird drawing out to lead it by 2. Simcoe Lane 3 deep into second as Barb's Cloud Dancer fades between horses third. Mark Set Go is gapped at the rail in fourth, and Yankee Dragon tries to rally on the extreme outside. They're in the stretch. KB's Bird gets emerging, leads it by 3 lengths. Mark Set Go, late pace Tomba La Bamba, but coming to the line, it's all KB's Bird to win it by 3. Tomba La Bamba up second, Mark Set Go was third. Back to the winner's circle is KB's Bird, the 4th victory on the season for the 6-year-old bay gelded son of IRA out of Brett's Delilah by Osborne's Bred. Owned and trained by Jeff Brewer of Morrow, Ohio. Brett Miller is the winning driver, 158 flat for KB's Bird. Ladies and gentlemen, please note the inquiry sign is up. It's directed against your unofficial second-place finisher, number 3, Tomba La Bamba, for possible violation of the Euro-Rail rule in entering the super stretch. Here they are for race 2. The 1 is Dr. Vinyl, owned by Richard Householder with Dave Hawk. 2 is Magic Nancy, races for Russ Baldwin and David Ehrenberg II. Greg Grismore is up. 3, Stir the Pot, owned by Melby Ober and Ron Broadstone with Bob Harper. The 4 is Buckeye Colors, owned by the partnership of Michael Baker and Ralph Brumbaugh, Chip Noble. 5, 905 is owned by Cindy Swagler, Roy Wilson. 6, Magic Squaw is owned by Gilmore, Rogers, and Batchy, Rick Heitman. 7, Bambi Sabra, owned by Chapman and Chapman, Joe Adamski. The 8 is Arnold Johnston's Almost Exactly and Gary Campbell. 9 is Crimson Cam, owned by Paul Haynes with the driver Brett Miller. And off the second tier is number 10, Dominique D, owned by Sarah Jane Hatcher with Larry Landon. Your second race is 7 minutes away. Three-year-old filly Pacers getting set for the start of the second. And they're off. No early challengers for Stir the Pot. Goes right out and takes a 2-length lead. Magic Squall dropped nicely in the second. It's 2 farther back to Dr. Vinyl third. Bambi Sabra comes away well on the outside in fourth. Magic Nancy is chased along between horses in fifth, and that forces Bambi Sabra to stay out wide through the turn. And then it's Dominique D, followed next by Buckeye Colors. Almost exactly is angled down for a seat at the rail, followed by 905. And Crimson Cam went off stride at the tail end. They went by the quarter in 28-3. Coming past the stands for the first time, and Dr. Vinyl looks to drive on and take over command from Stir the Pot. Magic Squall be up to challenge that one. Then we have Bambi Sabra, who's been parked throughout in fourth. Along the rail, Magic Nancy is racing in fifth. Another two farther back to Dominique D, followed by Buckeye Colors. Almost exactly is off the rail, and as such, forces 905 3 wide as they enter the turn, about 8 lengths back to Crimson Cam. They're at the half with Dr. Vinyl, your new leader, in 58-4. Off the turn and down the backstretch, it's Dr. Vinyl leading it by a length and a quarter. Stir the Pot is second. Magic Nancy comes to the outside third. Dominique D is fourth. Bambi Sabra under urging, gaps cover, but advances on the outside fifth, now into fourth. Third over is almost exactly, followed next by Buckeye Colors, and then it's 905, another 4 lengths farther back to Magic Score, dropped out of it, and then another 8 lengths back to Crimson Cam. They're at the 3/4. Magic Nancy trying to soften up Dr. Vinyl in 129-1. They're bound for the head of the stretch, and Magic Nancy, under urging, takes the lead 3/4 of a length. Dr. Vinyl is back to second. Bambi Sabra is still in the picture with almost exactly on the far outside. They're off the turn and in the stretch. It's Magic Nancy leading it by 2 lengths. Bambi Sabra is still closing in, followed by Dr. Vinyl, and almost exactly, it's Magic Nancy on top. Bambi Sabra second. Magic Nancy breaks maiden tonight, scoring by 2. Bambi Sabra, Dr. Vinyl third. Magic Nancy gets the job done, scoring in 159-4. She's a sophomore daughter of Cam's Magic Trick out of Spring Charm by Crash. Owned by Russ Baldwin and David Ehrenberg II. Russ Baldwin is the winning trainer, and Greg Grismore is the winning driver. $2.7 exact to $18.60. The try 271 38.20. Tonight's daily double 2 and 2 comes back 29.80. They are for the third race. Number 1 is Big Nature, owned by Larry Roberts, the driver Darren Mauser. 2 is Noble Play. Races for Gilmore, Rogers, and Banshee. Rick Heitman is aboard. 3 is Here's a Lady, owned by Connie Peterman with Terry Groves. 4 is Never Fold, owned by Roby, and Chafin, Jeff Fout. 5, Stonewall Melissa, owned and driven by Mark Winters. 6, Carefree Sabras, owned by William Holly with Dave Hawk. 7 is Fritzy Sunkissed, owned by Fritz, and McHenry, Bob Harper. The 8 is My Lady's Pocket, owned by Wilma Steyer with Jim Daly. 9 is Remember Sabra, owned by Dave Klotz. Mark Klotz is up, and the 10 is KC Celia, owned by Rex Bode with Trent Tharps. 7 minutes. There they go. And they're off. And Jeff Falk goes out for the lead with Never Fold. Big Nature is prominent from the inside, followed by Carefree Sabra from way out wide, and driving through from between horses Stonewall Melissa. Then it's a gap of 3 lengths farther back. And KC Celia comes away in 5th. Noble Play is looking for a seat in 6th. Another length and a half farther back to the outsiders, Fritzy Sunkissed, My Lady's Pocket. Then it's Remember Sabra, and 2.5 lengths back to Here's a Lady. They roll to head stretch for the first time. And Dave Hawk, intent on gaining the lead with Carefree Sabra, opens up 2 now on Never Fold in 29-2. Passing the stands for the first time. And it's Carefree Sabra on the lead. The margin is 2 lengths. Never Fold is tracking that one from the pocket second. It's 2.5 back. Big Nature is third. Followed next by Stonewall Melissa in 4th. And there goes Trent Tharps and Casey Celia first up on the outside fifth and rapidly gaining ground. Remember Sabra is underway from the back of the pack. Then it's Noble Play who's getting shuffled back. Third over in the cover flow is My Lady's Pocket. Fritzy Sunkissed switches to the outside, and Here's a Lady is last. They're at the half in 101 flat, off the turn and down the backstretch. It's Carefree Sabra with the neck in front. Pressed from the outer by Casey Celia in second. They're just about on even terms as Remember Sabra continues to close ground in third, and Mark Klotz angles her out 3 wide. Never Fold along the rail continues to sit the pocket trip, but now is fourth, followed alongside by My Lady's Pocket. And then it's Big Nature. Up alongside of that one is Fritzy Sunkissed, and then it's Stonewall Melissa, 3.5 back to Here's a Lady, and another 4 lengths behind her comes Noble Play. 130 flat for 3/4 as they move to the end of the stretch, and Carefree Sabra gets rid of Remember Sabra and opens up by 5 lengths. Never Fold is second, followed by My Lady's Pocket and Casey Celia coming through the stretch. And Dave Hawk starts to urge on Carefree Sabra, leads it by 4. My Lady's Pocket comes in a second, followed by Never Fold in third. Fritzy Sunkissed is fourth, but at the line, it's Carefree Sabra to win it by 2. Getting up for second, My Lady's Pocket, followed by Never Fold and Fritzy Sunkissed. Back in the winner's circle is Carefree Sabra. It's her first victory, 2 minutes flat. A 3-year-old daughter of Expensive Scooter out of Cortland Cassie by Albatross, owned by William Holly, trained by Jim Willems, and driven to victory by Dave Hawk. 6'8 exact at 37.20. Super 6'8, 4'7, 2022.80. Field for the 4th race on the track. 1 is Route 309, owned by Harold Breidenbach with Jim Daly. 2 is Runaway Bride, owned by Donald Bulliard. Jeff Bulliard is the driver. 3 is CC Gone Fishin', owned by William Donovan with Del S. Miller. 4, Bama Bound is owned by the Richardson Racing Stable with Dick Richardson Jr. The 5 is Ashwood Marty, owned by the Ashwood Farm with Dave Hawk. 6, Glory Bound, owned by Howden Shapiro and Groden, Jeff Out. The 7 is Cobra Sabra, owned by Gary Adams with Jeff Neissanger. That's your field, and they'll go to the gate in 6 minutes. There they go. And they're away and trotting. The trio of leavers, Ashwood Marty from between horses, CC Gone Fishin' nearest the rail. From 3 deep is Glory Bound in third. A gap of 2, Route 309 comes away in fourth. Another 3 more to Runaway Bride, followed by Bama Bound, who is 2 clear of the trailer, Cobra Sabra. Moving around to head stretch, and Jeff Out and Glory Bound look to drive on and take over the lead. From Ashwood Marty in second, CC Gone Fishin' under a hold is looking to maybe switch back out to the outside there in third, and the quarter goes in 27-4. Leading the way, it's Glory Bound. Here comes CC Gone Fishin'. She's looking to sweep to the front under the wire with 5/8 to go. Ashwood Marty third, 3 back, and Route 309 draws a closer fourth. Is 3 in front of Runaway Bride, and then it's Bama Bound to the inside of Cobra Sabra, who remains last. Racing around the clubhouse turn, it's CC Gone Fishin' taking over the lead as she's racing a bit off the rail there and going off stride in fourth position, Route 309. 57 seconds flat for the half. Racing down the backstretch, it's CC Gone Fishin' on the lead, 2.5 lengths. Glory Bound is second. Dave Hawk and Ashwood Marty come back to the outside in third. 2.5 farther back to Runaway Bride in fourth. Then it's 2 more to Bama Bound, who's yet to pick it up. Cobra Sabra is next, and about 20 lengths back to Route 309, who's back trotting after that break. Moving around the far turn, it's Ashwood Marty on the outside to take over the lead from CC Gone Fishin', who has not surrendered the rail just yet. 26-3. Moving around to head stretch. Ashwood Marty on the outside. CC Gone Fishin' battles back valiantly. They've opened up 4 lengths. On Glory Bound, Runaway Bride, Bama Bound the far outside, Cobra Sabra at the rail. It's CC Gone Fishin', Ashwood Marty, And Ashwood Marty starts to edge clear now in the final yards and will go on to win it by 2 lengths. A game CC gone fishing to go second. It was tight for third, Glory Bound or Bama Bound. Fourth victory on the season, 157, is by far a lifetime best. This is a 4-year-old brown horse by Striking Sabra out of Buzzin' Bar by Lola's Express, owned by the Ashwood Farm of Brecksville. Marty Woolham is the winning conditioner, and the winning driver again, Dave Hawk, 157. 5-3 exacted comes back $50. Try 5-3-4, 261.40. Race 5, the one is Summertime Sam, owned and driven by Mark Winters. 2 is Scootin, owned by Schultz, King, and King, Chip Noble. The 3 is Tsunami, owned by Bob Griffith, the driver, Sandy Beatty. 4 is Dressed to Kill, owned by Kempf and Keith. Brett Miller is up. 5, Martha's Kirkboy, owned by Jim Plummer with John Plummer. 6, Trifold, owned by Rebecca Dwyer with Jim Daly. 7 is Confirmed Winner, owned by Miller, Adams, Davis, and Davis, Gary Davis up. 8 is Pedro Pete, owned by Bob Kennard with John Newbury. The 9 is Falcon's Last Star, owned by Leonard Buckner, Jeff Fout aboard. And the 10 is Four Seas, owned by Richard Elwood with Dave Hawk. That's your field for race 5. They go to the gate in 6 minutes. There they go. And they're off. Dressed to Kill is headed out to take command. Summertime Sam looks to lay up close, and there's Confirmed Winner on the outside third. Four Seas nearest the rail is fourth. It's a gap of 2 farther back to Ease Scootin, followed by Tsunami. Then a span of 3.5 more lengths, and we come down to Martha's Kirkboy. Trifold is next. 3 more to Pedro Pete, and 2 back to Falcon's Last Star. Moving ahead stretch for the first time, it's Dressed to Kill leading the way, but looks to face an early challenge from Dave Hawk and Four Seas on the outside. The quarter was up in 28 seconds flat. Passing the stands for the first time, Four Seas powers into the lead. Dressed to Kill is back to second as Confirmed Winner ranges up first over in third. Summertime Sam comes back to the outside to pick up cover in fourth. It's 2 farther back to Ease Scootin in fifth. Tsunami is sixth, and then 3.5 lengths farther back, and we come down to the second flight. That grouping is made up of Martha's Kirkboy to the inside of Trifold, 2 more to Falcon's Last Star, and Pedro Pete has dropped away to be last. 57-3 for the half. Off the turn, down the backstretch. Four Seas, 3/4 of a length. Confirmed Winner to his flank in second. Dressed to Kill, riding along in the pocket third. Summertime Sam second over the outside fourth. The Scootin is fifth. Tsunami is moving up third over in sixth, followed by Martha's Kirkboy, Falcon's Last Star. Trifold went on a break, and then it's Pedro Pete. They're at the 3/4, 1:26-4. Moving around the far turn, it's Confirmed Winner with the neck in front of Four Seas. Summertime Sam joins the fray from 3 wide. Dressed to Kill comes back to the outside, followed by Tsunami, who's got 3 to make up as they drive through the stretch. And taking over the lead, it's Confirmed Winner. Leads it by 2. Summertime Sam is trying to close in. Four Seas has dropped out of it, followed by Ease Scootin and Dressed to Kill. But it's Confirmed Winner. That's a winner for Confirmed Winner on top by 2. Summertime Sam and Dressed to Kill, 155-3. Confirmed Winner is back to the winner's circle, 1 for 1 this season, scoring in 155-3. A sophomore, son of Sun Sam out of Kimmy B by Big Towner, owned by the partnership of Miller, Adams, Davis, and Davis. Gary Davis is the trainer driver. Trotters on parade for race 6, exacted trifecta wagering. 1 is Village Girl, owned by Dusty Rosa Farm, Jeff Nysonger up. 2 is Whirling Speed, owned by Jester Kberg with Kane Kaufman. 3 is Dr. K.C. Curry, owned by Bill Farris with Brett Miller. 4 is Super Bandit, owned by Falcon Armstrong, Bob Harper is up. 5, Bullish Market, owned by Three Horsemen Stables Inc., Jeff Fout. 6 is ZZ's Comet, races for John Cabot, Greg Grismore aboard. 7 is Gal's Lucky Iliad, owned by Gene McKee with Del S. Miller. And the 8 is Win and Rain, owned by Gladys Landfair, Dave Hawk. 7 minutes. They're in the backstretch, and there they go. And they're off. The mare Village Girl made a break and is far back trailing the field. It's Bullish Market pointed for the early lead. Dr. K.C. Curry looks to sit up close. A gap of 2. ZZ's Comet comes away in 3rd. Gal's Lucky Iliad on the outside is looking to back off in 4th position. Whirling Speed is 5th by 3. Then it's Super Bandit followed by Win and Rain. And the distant trailer now back trotting is Village Girl. Moving to head stretch, and Brett Miller and Dr. K.C. Curry pulled a pocket early on Bullish Market, taking over in 28-1. Coming past the stands for the first time, it's Dr. K.C. Curry leading it by 2 from the classy Bullish Market in 2nd. It's 2 back to ZZ's Comet in 3rd, then a 3-length separation to Whirling Speed in 4th. Another 2 more, and Gal's Lucky Iliad found a seat there in 5th. He's racing about 7 off the tempo. Another 2 farther back to Super Bandit, Win and Rain, and Village Girl had just about caught the field, and now she went off stride again. Over to halftime. Up top, it's Dr. K.C. Curry. Dr. K.C. Curry in 58-2. Off the turn, down the backstretch. Dr. K.C. Curry, your race leader by a length and a quarter, with Bullish Market, a patient second in the pocket. ZZ's Comet peeks to the outside and now commits to the outside 3rd. 2 farther back, Gal's Lucky Iliad is moving up with the cover in 4th, only 2.5 off the lead. Whirling Speed is 4 off the lead and hemmed in at the rail in 5th. 3rd over in 6th is Super Bandit, followed by Win and Rain. The top 7 are covered by 6 as they pass the 3/4 in 1:28 flat. Moving to head stretch, and Dr. K.C. Curry gives way now to ZZ's Comet. Gal's Lucky Iliad continues to rally on the outside 3rd, followed by Bullish Market, who's now 3rd back at the rail, and looking to improve alongside of that one is Super Bandit. They're in the stretch. And ZZ's Comet has opened up a 4-length lead. Grismore kicks out the plugs on him, and he leads it now by 5. Closing along the inside is Bullish Market, followed by Gal's Lucky Iliad. It's ZZ's Comet home on top. Tight for the place, Gal's Lucky Iliad or Bullish Market. ZZ's Comet to the winner's circle, 3rd victory on the season. A 4-year-old son of ZZ's Practice out of DSBN by Krista's Crown, owned by John Cabot, trained by Jeff Cox. As a driving double tonight for Greg Grismore, 157-3 for ZZ's Comet. Seventh race Pacers. Number 1 is Look Lorena, owned by Lois Stovall with Roy Wilson. The 2 is Don't Know Jack, owned by Jack Shearer. She's driven by Dave Hawk. 3 is Olympia Torch, owned by Bill Torch with Greg Grismore. 4 is Heart of a Hero, owned by Wiley Lyons Jr. Jack Franklin is up. 5, Sweet Step Susie, owned by James Farion. The driver will be Bob Harper. 6, Max Tudor, owned by Harness and Harness, Jeff Nysonger. 7 is Shut Up and Drive, owned by Kathleen Borchers with Jeff Fout. And the 8 is Camnesia, owned by Jeffrey Cole with Brett Miller. Post time in 6 minutes. There they go. And they're off. Don't Know Jack, Heart of a Hero, Look Lorene, are all among the early contenders as Olympia Torch drops back to be fourth. Another 3 lengths farther back to Sweet Step Susie, followed next by Max Tudor, and then it's Shut Up and Drive and Camnesia is last. Moving around to head stretch for the first time. Heart of a Hero on the outside. Looks to get past Don't Know Jack and take over command. Look Lorene is just in behind that top pair, and then it's 3 back to Olympia Torch. 26-4. It was a hotly contested pace, and Heart of a Hero comes out on top. Leads it by 2. Don't Know Jack second. Look Lorena is well placed in third. Another 2 farther back to Olympia Torch in fourth, followed by Sweet Step Susie, Max Tudor, Shut Up and Drive, and Camnesia. But Dave Hawk is on the retake with Don't Know Jack. It's Don't Know Jack popping out of the pocket and taking over command from Heart of a Hero as they round the clubhouse turn. Look Lorena is third. Olympia Torch comes to the outside fourth. That'll give cover to Sweet Step Susie, who moves up on the rim in fifth. Then it's Max Tudor, followed by Shut Up and Drive and Camnesia. The half in 56-4. Off the turn down the backstretch. Don't Know Jack leads at a half length. Olympia Torch gaining ground rapidly on the outside second. Heart of a Hero, the rail ride in third. Second over Sweet Step Susie continues to improve from fourth now into third. And Max Tudor wants to go 3 wide around her. Then it's Look Lorena who got shuffled back and continues to go back. Shut Up and Drive, Camnesia 3 wide, 126 flat. Moving around to head stretch. It's Olympia Torch leading it. But here comes Max Tudor on the outside. It's a gap of 5 farther back to Camnesia, Sweet Step Susie, and Don't Know Jack dropped out of it abruptly. They're in the stretch. Olympia Torch leads it narrowly. Max Tudor is bearing down second, 2.5. Camnesia is third. It's Olympia Torch digging deep. Max Tudor on the outside. Olympia Torch bearing in. Max Tudor might have just gotten up. Then it was Olympia Torch and Camnesia, 156. Dave Hawk drives 8 groomsmen in the 10th race. In the meantime, back to the winner's circle in the 7th race. The winner, number 6, Max Tudor. She's a daughter of Tudor Scooter out of Soft Whispers by Jade Lobel. Scoring in a lifetime best 156. Jeff Nysonger for trainer Carl Harness and the partnership of J.R. Harness and C.O. Harness of Georgia and Ohio. Jeff Nysonger is up. 2 is Willie McGuire, owned by Bob Winches, with Dave Hawk. 3 is Bannockburn, owned by William Donovan, Dallas Miller aboard. 4 is Bearcat Sabra, owned by Sugg and Davis, Kurt Sugg. 5 is Lookout Blazer, owned by Colors Hope and Rice, Tom Hope. 6 Yeehaw Junction, owned by Three Horsemen Stables, Jeff Fouts. 7 minutes. Eighth race trotters are lined up and set for the start. All the way to an even beginning. Pips Gleamer out for the lead. Willie McGuire from alongside. Bearcat Sabra drives up, and they're 3 abreast as they enter the far turn the first time. Bannockburn is just in behind those 3, racing in fourth. Another 2 more to Lookout Blazer, and 2 back to Yeehaw Junction. Moving around to the head of the stretch for the first time, Pips Gleamer leads at a length and a quarter as Willie McGuire ducks down to the pocket and Bearcat Sabra drives on to challenge for the lead. Bannockburn is fourth, followed by Lookout Blazer and Yeehaw Junction, 28-3 for the opening quarter. Passing the stands for the first time, and it's Bearcat Sabra and Kurt Sugg drawing out to lead Pips Gleamer by just over a length. Pips Gleamer is actually driving back along the rail, and Bearcat Sabra could not clear there. Came within inches, but could not do it. Is parked in the clubhouse turn. Willie McGuire is third. Bannockburn is fourth. 3 back to Lookout Blazer and Yeehaw Junction. Racing around the turn on their way to halftime. It's Bearcat Sabra with the nose in front, but Pips Gleamer defends the rail. 57 seconds flat for the half. Along the inside, Willie McGuire is racing in third and now takes to the outside. Pips Gleamer's on a break. down the backstretch. It's Bearcat Sabre leading by 2. Willie McGuire is second on the outside. Bannockburn is third. 2 back to Lookout Blazer. 3 back to Pips Gleamer. And now the 6 Yeehaw Junction went off stride. 5/16 of a mile remaining as they enter the far turn, with Bearcat Sabre your leader. Along the inside, Willie McGuire. Here's Bannockburn with a rally. 3 farther back to Lookout Blazer. 3/4 in 1, 26 and 4. Moving around ahead stretch. It's Bearcat Sabre leading by 3. Bannockburn moves into second. Willie McGuire is a weary third. 2 farther back to Lookout Blazer. They're in the stretch. And Bearcat Sabre trying to hold on through the final 16th leads Bannockburn by 2. It's Bearcat Sabre who's going to go on to score. Bannockburn was second. Show money, it's going to be tight. The 5 gets up over the 2. Lookout Blazer was third, 156. So Bannockburn inherits the victory. Bannockburn is a copter lobel gelding, 6 years old, out of Trip Kit by Neville E. Diamond. Owned by William Donovan of Bellingham, Massachusetts. The winning trainer is Jim Arledge Jr. and the winning reinsman is Del S. Miller. And the time is disallowed because of the disqualification. Here they are for the 9th. 1 Breezy No Blue, owned by Frank Castle with Greg Grismore. The 2 is Movin' and Groovin', owned by Select Equine with Jeff Fout. 3 Bonded Velvet, Scott Glandon owns, Kyle Lader drives. 4 is Hit the Beach, owned by Janet Brown with Dave Hawk. 5 Winsome Winter, owned by William Carruthers with Trent Tharps. 6 Impatient Falcon, owned by Kruger and Morlock, Brett Miller. The 7 is Playboy Sabre, owned by Charles and Christine Blankenship, Dan Noble aboard. 8 Mickelson, owned by Andrew Franklin with Bob Harper. The 9 is Sleek Style, owned by LPS Broodmares with Rick Heitman. And off the second tier, 10 Starro Bingo, owned by Odell Starr with Charlie Smith Jr. 6 minutes. And the gate is rolling. This field of 10 pacers, they're lined up in the backstretch, and there they go. And they're off. There goes Movin' and Groovin' out for the lead. From the outside, Playboy Sabre's Sleek Style is way out wide. Up close to the inside, Breezy No Blue and Bonded Velvet. Then we come down to Starro Bingo, a gap of 2 to Hit the Beach. Next in line is Winsome Winter, Impatient Falcon, and Mickelson is last. They scramble for early command, and Sleek Style from the far outside cuts over and opens up 2 lengths. On Movin' and Groovin' second, Playboy Sabre is hung out third as they pass the quarter. A very fast 27 and 1 coming past the stands for the first time, and Jeff Fout comes out of the pocket with Movin' and Groovin' and overtakes Sleek Style for the lead. It's 3.5 lengths back to the pair. Breezy No Blue at the rail. Playboy Sabre has been hung out thus far. Starro Bingo is racing in 5th, 5 off the lead. Then it's 3.5 lengths back to the spread out remaining field, and they are along the inside. As they round the turn, Bonded Velvet, Hit the Beach comes off the cones, and then it's Winsome Winter, Impatient Falcon, and Mickelson, 56 seconds for the half. A strong pace continues as they race up the backstretch, and it's Movin' and Groovin' leading the way. Movin' and Groovin' by just over a length. Breezy No Blue is now second. Starro Bingo is third, followed by Playboy Sabre, who found the inside, now racing in 4th. Sleek Style between horses is retreating 5th. 3 wide is Hit the Beach. 4 wide Impatient Falcon, followed next by Bonded Velvet, who's got 8 to make up and a lot of traffic. And then we have Mickelson and Winsome Winter. 126 and 3 for 3/4, bound for the head of the stretch. And it's Movin' and Groovin' leading the way. Movin' and Groovin' has it a length and a quarter. Breezy No Blue is second. Starro Bingo came off the rail but never really rallied well, followed next by Playboy Sabre as they come through the stretch. And it's Movin' and Groovin' leading the way. Here comes Greg Grismore with Breezy No Blue out of the pocket to take him on late. Movin' and Groovin', Breezy No Blue on the outside. Movin' and Groovin' is game and just hangs on. Then it was Breezy No Blue second and Playboy Sabre third. Back to the winner's circle, Movin' and Groovin', a sophomore son of Tudor Scooter Out of Seasid Star by Sidney Hill, owned by Select Equine, trained by Bruce Walls, and driven by Jeff Found in 157. First victory on the season for Movin' and Groovin'. 2-1 exact, it comes back $25.20. The try 217, 132 even. Here they are for the 10th. One is Governor Honey, owned by Danny Kelly with Roy Wilson. 2 is Irish Renegade, owned by Rodney Brown, the driver Tony Rose. 3 is Indian Winner, owned by Frank Castle with Brett Miller up. 4 is Joe P. Cadet, owned by William Doran with Jason Moore. 5 is KOG, owned by Richard Fisher with Dan Noble. 6 is Big Sky Country, owned by David Cooper, the driver Mark Winters. 7 is Aladdin, owned by Davino and Young, Bob Harper. The 8 is Groomsman, owned by Frenchie Fuller with Dave Hawk. 9 is Diamond Brigade, owned by Estacio Panagiotis, Charlie Smith Jr., 7 minutes. Group of 9 claiming pacers assembled behind the gate, moving in and approaching the start. And they're off. Bob Harper sends Aladdin straight to the front. Groomsman takes up the chase from 3 wide, followed by Indian Winner, who's steered down towards the rail. 2.5 lengths back, Governor Honey comes away in 4th. Then it's a span of 3 more to Irish Renegade, followed by Joe P. Cadet. Racing 3rd last is KOG, the Big Sky Country, and the back marker at this stage, Diamond Brigade, as they roll to head stretch. And Dave Hawk clears off now as they pass the stands with Groomsman. 28 seconds flat for the opening quarter. Coming past the grandstand, it's Groomsman leading it by 2. Aladdin along the inside 2nd, followed by Indian Winner in 3rd. 2 back, Governor Honey is racing in 4th. Irish Renegade is 5th. Joe P. Cadet looks to come to the outside, but awaits cover in 6th position. And then we have KOG, Big Sky Country, and Diamond Brigade moving around the turn on their way to halftime. It's Groomsman on the lead. Groomsman by just over a length. Aladdin along the inside 2nd, followed by Indian Winner is first over on the outside 3rd. Along the rail, Governor Honey is 4th. Trying to gain ground, Irish Renegade gaps the cover, under urging 5th, 3.5 off the lead. Joe P. Cadet is on the outside 6th. Then it's 2 back to Big Sky Country, who passes KOG, and making a break, the 9 Diamond Brigade. 58-1 for the half, headed into the far turn. It's Indian Winner wearing down Groomsman. Up on the outside, Aladdin is back out and uncovered, gaining ground from 3rd now into 2nd. And then we have Governor Honey, Irish Renegade. 3 wide is Big Sky Country, and 27-1. Moving around ahead stretch, it's Indian Winner leading it by just over a length. Aladdin comes out of the pocket and has his sights set on the leader as they turn for home now. Indian Winner, under a drive, leads it by 2.5 lengths. Aladdin is closing on the outside, followed by Groomsman down along the rail, and Irish Renegade. Indian Winner all out. Here's Aladdin with one final lunge, and he's going to get there. Then it was Indian Winner 2nd, and Irish Renegade 3rd. Back to the winner's circle, Aladdin. 1 win this season in 3 attempts. This is a 6-year-old bay gelding by Leading Edge out of Rustic Romance by Good to See You, owned by the partnership of Brad Davino and Melody Young. Trained and driven by Bob Harper in 157-3. Here they are for the 11th. 1 is Papa Toto by Eldon Combs, Eric Tharps. 2 is Trojan Knight, owned by Schultz and King, Jeff Nysonger up. 3 is Santa's Listening, owned by Glenn Prestonati with Brett Miller. 4 is out. 5 is Clearwater Chip, owned by Gus Hall, the driver Bob Harper. 6, Man with a Plan, owned by Rick Heitman and Jerry Kamak, Rick Heitman aboard. 7 is William Carruthers Camden Radiant with Trent Tharps. 8 is Trapezoid, owned by John Perrin, Dave Hawk. 9, Billy Don't Be a Hero, owned by Jeff Brewer with Greg Grismore. And the 10 is Polished Scooter, owned by Connie Messler with Tony Rose. That's your field. Post time is in just 5 minutes. You have just 5 minutes to post time. There they go. And they're off. Clearwater Chip takes the lead. Santa's Listening in close pursuit second. 3.5 lengths back. Papa Toto comes away in third. Another 2 more to Polished Scooter, followed by Trojan Knight. And then we have Man with a Plan ducking down to the inside. 2 more to Camden Radiant, Trapezoid, and Billy Don't Be a Hero. Moving ahead stretch for the first time, and Bob Harper leads the way with Clearwater Chip. It's just over a length from Santa's Listening in second. 28-1 for the initial quarter, coming past the stands for the first time. And it's Bob Harper trying to throttle down Clearwater Chip's speed as the lead by just over a length. With Santa's Listening in the pocket, here comes Tony Rose and Polished Scooter. First over and gaining ground on the outside third. Papa Toto is covered up at the rail in fourth. Trojan Knight moves with cover on the rim fifth. Third over and sixth is Man with a Plan, followed by Camden Radiant, Trapezoid. And back trailing the field is Billy Don't Be a Hero. Round the turn to halftime, it's Clearwater Chip leading the way in 58-3. Clearwater Chip a half length in front, prompted by Polished Scooter on the outside second. Skimming the code and Santa's Listening in the pocket third. 2 further back to Papa Toto in fourth. Trojan Knight is struggling, stalled on the outside, 4 off the lead in fifth. Trapezoid nowhere to go in sixth. 3 wide coming on from the back of the pack is Camden Radiant. Then it's Man with a Plan and Billy Don't Be a Hero. They're fairly well bunched as they hit the 3 quarters, with Clearwater Chip leading the way in 1:28 flat. Clearwater Chip shakes off Polished Scooter, but now has Camden Radiant to contend with on the outside. Santa's Listening is right there in the pocket, followed by a fading Papa Toto, Trapezoid, and Man with a Plan. They're off the turn. They're in the stretch. Clearwater Chip leads it just over a length. Santa's Listening down to the passing lane. Camden Radiant is all out but fading. Coming inside the final yards, it's Clearwater Chip actually drawing away now. Clearwater Chip goes on to score 2.5 clear of Santa's Listening second. Then it was Camden Radiant, and farther back to Trapezoid. To the winner's circle is Clearwater Chip. A 7-year-old brown gelding by Raven Hanover out of J.J. Misty by Springs Pride. Owned by Gus Hall of Lebanon, trained by Tim Newton. A back-to-back double for Bob Harper on tonight's tail end of the card, 157-2. It's official, 5-3 exacta, $58.60, $1 super 5378, $1 ticket, 6,462.30, 3 of 3 in the pick 3, 521 even.